Hello and welcome to the class. I am Vaishali Sharma, your psychology educator, and today we are going to do part 3 of our chapter 5, which will be humanistic approach, and these are certain things about myself. If you want to join my live classes, you may contact on the number given below. Without any further delay, let's begin. Humanistic existential therapy. So we will go one by one from Viktor Frankl to Laura Pulse. Okay, so first of all, we will discuss about Viktor Frankl's logotherapy. He said that it's also known as existential therapy. So he said that logos is a Greek word for soul, and we need to find meaning in life so that we can have a meaningful life and our soul can be replenished by the good things in life, and we can have more and more good and meaningful circumstances in life. So it is basically properly finding meaning in the threatening circumstances, because the question is like, how do you make meaning? Like, if you are free from everything in your life, how do you do something in your life to make it more meaningful, more nourishing, more useful, more something that is more into or towards your wellness? So here basically he talked about the person's quest for finding the spiritual truth in one's existence. So ultimate truth of life is just the what do we call it, death is also an ultimate truth, impermanence is an ultimate truth, nobody is there for you, you need to live life lonely, that's the ultimate truth. So all of these truths need to be seeked and understood, and the person has the spiritual unconscious. We don't know where the God resides, we don't know where are we going to go ahead, where is the ultimate reality of our human nature. So all of this creates the spiritual unconsciousness, and that is how the person actually get neurotic anxieties from the physical and psychological and spiritual aspects. So physically the person might think that I'm not capable enough to do things in my life. Psychologically they might be weak, they might be sad, they might be crying, they might have OCD, they might have some problems that they cannot deal with, and spiritually they might not know that the ultimate reality is God. Okay, so then existential anxiety is the neurotic anxiety from spiritual origin. So neurotic anxiety, the anxiety has the basic tendency to give you a vague fear about something that is not even there. So now from spiritual origin, that why do I exist? Why am I saying that find meaning in your life? Because Viktor Frankl was one of my favorite psychologists, and he did a great job, and he said that life does not promise us happiness, but it does promise us meaning. So that is the crux of this story, that this theory, that you don't have happiness all over the time, all the time around you, or every time you see in the world you have happiness. No, that's not the truth. But you truly have meaning in your life. You are born for something, you're born to gain something, you're born to have something, you're born to do something. So that is how you can find meaning in your life, but you cannot find happiness all the time. Okay, so your life can be meaningful all the time but not happy all the time. So that is what he meant. So that is how, if you're very, sometimes just take an example, if you are basically very busy in a day, do you actually have any anxiety? Do you actually face any problem? You're actually just going with the flow, and just the day ended. That is what he meant. So he also said that the therapy is open and shares his or her like in the person shares his or her values and experiences with the client, and then they transfer, like a transference of the activity is like discouraged, because they don't want the person to transfer something to the client or to the therapist, but they actually want the values to be transferred. Then we come to client centered therapy. Carl Rogers की therapy है, major चीज है unconditional positive regard, accurate empathy and genuine understanding of the person. Okay, so basically they wanted to have like he wanted that the counseling setup should have the very warm relationship between the counselor and the whatever client, child or anybody. So there should be like very good connect between the two. There should be empathy, like empathy and sympathy in earlier lectures I've already told you are two very different things. So there should be empathy and not sympathy. You should be able to put yourself into somebody's shoes and not be like, oh bechara galat hua, oh my god, and then mock about it to other people. Then you have unconditional positive regard पॉजिटिव है लेकिन अनकंडीशनल भी. यू डोंट वांट एनीथिंग इन रिटर्न. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द फीस, बट like parents, like children, like family, like wife, like husband, they all want something in return to their relationship, but therapist doesn't want anything. Then the reflection is also achieved by reproaching the statement of client, seeking to simply clarification to enhance the meaning of the client's statement. So you basically reflect कि आप क्या यही कहना चाह रहे हैं, अच्छा आपके कहने का मतलब ये है, जैसे वो कह रहे हैं मैं तो अपनी बीवी से परेशान हूँ, बच्चों से परेशान हूँ, कोई मेरी बात नहीं सुनता, कोई मुझे समझता नहीं है, क्या ये बॉस हमेशा मुझ पे चिड़चिड़ चिड़चिड़ करता रहता है, मैं क्या करूँ अपनी लाइफ में, लाइफ का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है मेरी। तो आप उसको रिफ्लेक्ट करोगे कि क्या आप ये कहना चाह रहे हो कि एवरीबडी इज इरिटेटेड फ्रॉम यू एंड यू आर नॉट गेटिंग एनीथिंग मीनिंगफुल इन ऑल योर डे। तो वो फिर बताएगा कि नहीं नहीं मेरा कहने का मतलब है ये लोग सब परेशान करते हैं, मैं तो सब सही है। तो दैट इज हाउ यू एक्चुअली इनिशिएट एंड वर्क थ्रू। देन रिफ्लेक्शन ऑल्सो हेल्प क्लाइंट टू इंटीग्रेट, लाइक कि क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है, मैं कभी कह रहा हूँ बच्चे परेशान कर रहे हैं, कभी कह रहा हूँ बीवी, कभी कह रहा हूँ बॉस, कभी कह रहा हूँ ये, कभी कह रहा हूँ वो। इंटीग्रेट करके वो एक सोल प्रॉब्लम पे आएंगे। देन दिस थेरेपी हेल्प्स द क्लाइंट टू बिकम हिज और हर रियल सेल्फ एंड द थेरेपिस्ट वर्क एज अ फैसिलिटेटर। सो we have already talked about it that we have real self and ideal self. Okay, real self is me right now and ideal self is something that I want to become. So for example, there is a child who scores like 20 out of 100 in biology or let's say science exam, but he takes up science, he wants to become a great doctor or a cardiologist and he does not have the aptitude. I already told you that people should possess the aptitude of something they want to become. So aptitude is basically the underlying potential, so the person should have that underlying potential in them to actually excel in the field they want to go in. Okay, so their real self and ideal self has a great distance because the ideal self wants to become a great cardiologist but they are not even good at 10th ka science. So the therapist actually helps them to understand that this is the problem and you should understand that these things cannot be dealt like that. You can also become a nurse, you can also become a social worker, you can also become a therapist, you can also become something else if you just want to help people by becoming a cardiologist. Then we come to Gestalt therapy. So Gestalt की एक बहुत ही famous line, the whole is the greater than the sum of its parts, कि जो पूरी पिक्चर है वो हमेशा बड़ी होगी उसके तोड़े हुए टुकड़ों से। ठीक है, ये इसका लिटरल ट्रांसलेशन था हिंदी में फॉर यू ऑल। सो गेस्टॉल्ट थेरेपी में फ्रेडरिक एंड लॉरा पल्स, they were spouse to each other, so they said that the whole Gestalt also means whole, so they said that आपको पूरी पिक्चर का जानकारी रखने के लिए आपको पूरी पिक्चर पे ध्यान देना है about the individual, and they said that the therapy का जो गोल है it should to increase the person's self awareness in all the aspects, not just in like simply job or wife or kids or children or for that friends and anything for that matter. And then after awareness of the whole sort, they should accept themselves the way they are. If you are not good at let's say painting, the world is not ending, the world is not saying oh you're not good at painting, we reject you. No, you might be good at something else and you should accept it, that yes, I'm good at teaching, I'm good at dancing, I'm good at counseling, but I might not be good at painting, and it's okay to be not good at painting. Okay, so then the client is actually taught to recognize their bodily processes and emotions that are being blocked properly out from the awareness. So people generally say कि मुझे तो कभी शायद डॉक्टर बनना ही नहीं था, मुझे तो कभी शायद पढ़ाई करनी ही नहीं थी, मुझे तो शायद हमेशा फुटबॉल ही खेलना था. It was basically repressed and blocked by their own parents or by their own society by saying खेलने कूदने में क्या रखा है, चुपचाप जाके पढ़ो, खेलने कूदने में क्या रखा है, चलो 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 पढ़ाई करनी है, ट्यूशन लगवा देंगे. लेकिन इफ दैट पर्सन इज अ ग्रेट रोनाल्डो और मेसी, देन their talents are actually blocked. So the child or the person gets aware about their actual like reality, and then they accept themselves and then they work through it. So the therapist does this by encouraging the client to act out their fantasies, कि जो भी आपके मन में है please act them out, and feelings and conflicts, and this therapy can be used in a group setting. So we have not done it in a great detail because it's an NCERT thing, but in Gestalt therapy we have role playing. So if you have a very conflicting relationship with your parents or with your spouse or something, so there you take a role of the individual and then you actually behave in that manner. There is also empty chair technique, where you put somebody, like if you have like a very punitive father, you put that father in the chair imaginarily, and then you speak out everything, that how dare you do this to me, that to me, this and that. And then there is a very beautiful technique, top dog and underdog. So I love that technique very, like, personally. So let's take an example. You all are very grown adult, I hope, who are watching this video. So the individual who is basically having a feeling of like wearing some let's say short clothes, going Goa and at beaches and just do spa and all of that, and the person is actually a housewife. So she actually has to take care of her in-laws, her family, her kids and her husband and everybody. So she has certain underdog things that are the repressed wishes, that are very much repressed, and she has to like wear traditional clothing because they're like old people living in the house, they're like very traditional mindset of the people. So that person is not feeling that good. Why? Because the top dog and the underdog has like a great conflict. Whereas if the person has like such tendencies, so that person might think that I can wear some comfortable clothing at the house, and I might take a week off or a month off after like a good period of working in my like home and also in my office, and then go to Goa beach and have fun. So talk to your top dog and underdog and just make out the way out for it. Okay. Then we come to biomedical therapy. So now we know biomedical therapy, नाम से ही पता चल रहा है medicines involved होंगे, doctors involved होंगे, professional psychiatrist involved होंगे. Again, psychologist is the one who's doing psychology में masters या फिर MSc, but psychiatrist is the one who's doing MD and MBBS for studying the brain. So they can prescribe medicines but they cannot give therapy, whereas psychologists can give therapy but they cannot prescribe medicine. So biomedical therapy के अंदर psychiatrist involve होंगे, वो medicine देंगे, diagnosis देंगे mental disorder का, और जैसे generally schizophrenia या फिर ये जो हमारे बाइपोलर है, ये जो भी डिसऑर्डर्स है, इन्हें एंटीसाइकोटिक ड्रग की जरूरत होती है. दे कैन नॉट बी सोलली treated by therapy. Okay, schizophrenia and bipolar cannot be solely treated, so they need medicine, so they need drugs. Okay, then we come to common mental health disorders like GAD, generalized anxiety disorder, and reactive depression, and then milder drugs can be given to these people. Then they have some side effects, major side effects like bloating, and what do we call it, that thing, constipation, and then hair loss, weight gain or weight loss, or sleepy, tired. So these are certain side effects of the medicines for these disorders. So that is why it is said that if the disorder diagnosis is like not so severe, go for a therapy rather than going for the medicine. Then normal drugs like coffee to get high and party at a party also have side effects. Like if you are taking coffee in like a mug and a jar like 5 times a day, obviously it has some side effects. Then that can also cause addiction and brain damage. Then we come to electrocompulsive therapy. So now electrocompulsive therapy, electro word आ गया तो वो याद कर लेना, तेरे नाम का जो वो सलमान खान था, there was this electrodes put and then the current was given, so all of that. So yes, it is a electric shock वाली ही therapy, इधर हम electrodes लगाते हैं, and this is also given by only and only psychiatrist. Psychologist का इसमें कोई लेना देना नहीं है, because they know कि कितना charge, electric charge देना है and कितना क्या करना है to the patient, and ये एक routine treatment नहीं है. And I think अभी it is also not so effective and not allowed also, because sometimes it can cause seizures, migraine, and like total brain damage in the individual's head. Then we come to factors contributing to healing in the psychotherapy. So see, आपने मुझे काउंसलिंग दे दी, थेरेपी दे दी, मेडिसिन दे दी, अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट दे दिया, अच्छा पेरेंटहुड दे दिया, लेकिन व्हाट इफ द पर्सन इज नॉट रेडी टू चेंज? व्हाट इफ द पर्सन डजंट वांट टू चेंज? व्हाट इफ द पर्सन डजंट वांट टू टेक अ थेरेपी? व्हाट इफ द पर्सन डजंट वांट टू टेक ड्रग? व्हाट इफ द पर्सन इज एक्चुअली throwing the drugs in the dustbin? And what if the person is not ready for the treatment? Do you think psychotherapy will help? Do you really think? I don't think so. So that is why this technique is adopted by the therapist, and the therapeutic alliance has a healing property. So if somebody is taking a therapy from someone and they're not getting any healing, like they're not getting anything benefiting them, then they should actually switch to another one. They should not stay with one. Then the catharsis and emotional unburdening should happen in a psychotherapy, so that the person gets something benefiting from the therapeutic alliance, and certain non-specific factors like patient variable, जो मैंने आपको कहा मोटिवेशन ही नहीं है चेंज होने की, एक्सपेक्टेशन ही नहीं है ट्रीटमेंट से कुछ होने की, थेरेपिस्ट का वेरिएबल, फॉर एग्जांपल एक पॉजिटिव नेचर चाहिए होता है, एक ओपन नेचर चाहिए होता है कि यस आई एम रेडी टू हेल्प यू, वो है ही नहीं, देन एब्सेंस ऑफ अनरिजॉल्व कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स, कि खुद थेरेपिस्ट ही इतने कॉन्फ्लिक्ट से घिरे हुए हैं कि वो आपकी क्या हेल्प करेंगे, उनको खुद को हेल्प की जरूरत है. सो these are certain variables that does affect the factor like contribution for the healing in the psychotherapy. Now alternative therapies, अभी ये बहुत मार्केट में फेमस है, योगा, मेडिटेशन. बट डू यू थिंक ये अभी फेमस है? इट्स रियली ओल्ड. ये हमारे इंडिया का प्राउड है कि वी हैव गिवन सच ग्रेट थिंग्स टू द वर्ल्ड, लाइक योगा, लाइक मैथ्स, like zero, like multiple things. So yoga is not just good for your mental health, but your physical health, your overall well-being, your overall head, your overall functionality actually enhances when you do yoga and all these alternative therapy methods, because this is basically grounded on the basis of science, but it has its own origin. Okay, so this is like alternative treatment, then therapy and medicine. It is basically using yoga and meditation to actually treat the person, and it has benefits, believe me, it has benefits. So ancient detail of yoga is given in Ashtang Yoga of like Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So you have yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, and then samadhi. So this Ashtang Yoga is given by Patanjali Yoga Sutra. ये Ashtang Yoga के जो मैंने names आपको बताए, ये are not in your syllabus, but you should know everything. You should know more and more. Knowledge is the sacred thing. It's the purest thing. You should have more knowledge, as much as knowledge you can gain in this life. Then yeah, so there are like yoga basically gives you an example of people sitting this way, people doing mudra, people doing asan, people doing Surya Namaskar and everything. So yes, commonly we refer it to asanas like body postures and breathing technique like pranayams and the combination of the two. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले आता है सुदर्शन क्रिया योगा. सो इट इज बेनिफिशियल एंड ऑल्सो लो कॉस्ट. इसका ट्रीटमेंट देख लीजिए कितनी चीजों के लिए है. स्ट्रेस, anxiety, PTSD, depression, stress related medical illness, substance abuse, rehabilitation for criminal offenders. So you think that criminal offenders cannot be treated? Psychologists get them treated. So we have treatment. Okay, so stress कम होता है, anxiety कम होती है, depression कम होता है, PTSD कम होता है, substance abuse कम हो जाता है, rehabilitation होता है criminal offenders का, like enhance होती है उनकी well-being, and then mood, जो basic mood होता है आपका, वो भी अच्छा मतलब रहने लगता है if you do yoga on the regular basis. Then attention process, आपका mental focus, your concentration, your good stress tolerance, because stress is like something that is there in life and it will always be there. It doesn't mean you will just cut out from the world. Okay, it cannot be something that oh stress ho raha hai, let me cover myself in a room and just throw everybody out of my life. No, it doesn't happen like that. You should have stress tolerance, you should have timetable, you should have some structure in your mind of your day so that you work in a proper manner and you don't stress out too much if something really exceeds the ability of yours to cope. So then we come to people's training, like 30 minutes a day is very beneficial for again अपना जो हमारा योगा है. Then National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, many of you want to become a clinical psychologist and many of you know the name NIMHANS. So it gave the Sudarshan Kriya. अब इन्होंने भी कहा, इन्होंने स्टडी की, इन्होंने नहीं दिया सुदर्शन क्रिया योगा. So SKY is the short form for Sudarshan Kriya Yoga. This reduces depression. Insomnia is also treated with yoga. What is insomnia? ना सो पाने की बीमारी. You are not able to sleep. You're thinking, overthinking, wondering. Your mind is not here. Your mind is in America. Your mind is in Paris. Your mind is in Pakistan, but it is not in India in your room. And you're not able to sleep because you're thinking about everything that you should not. Yoga helps you to do like cure insomnia and depression. Then we comes to Kundalini Yoga. So it is very effective for the treatments like OCD, obsessive compulsive spectrum disorder. So here it was like a non-linear science, and University of San Diego have found that Kundalini Yoga is effective for OCD का treatment, and it also combines pranayam and breathing techniques and chanting and mantra. So it has like pranayam, which is breathing techniques. Then it also have chanting of mantra. For example, you're chanting Om, you're chanting a whole full mantra like Gayatri mantra or something. So Kundalini yoga is effective for OCD. It is given by Santiago, and it is also having the combination of pranayam and chantings. Then we come to meditation. So meditation is basically practicing and focusing attention on breathing on a particular object or a thought or a mantra. So you might see that people actually take a glass of water, or like not glass of water but a candle, light it up in a dark room and just focus on the flame of that, and then just focus on it. So that's the object you're focusing on and you're meditating, and attention is actually focused on that object. It can also be on Om, it can also be on a particular thought, or can also be on a particular mantra. Then we come to Vipassana meditation. So Vipassana meditation is a mindfulness based meditation. Here there is no fixed object, but a person is passively observing the various bodily sensation and thoughts that are passing through in or her awareness. So बहुत सारी सेंसेशन हमारे ब्रेन में भी चल रही होती है, बॉडी में भी चल रही होती है. अभी मैं आपको ऐसे कहूँ यहाँ यूं करो तो यू टच करने पे भी पता चलेगा, आपकी बॉडी पे कुछ भी होगा, आपको सब चीजों से पता चलता रहता है. सो इस चीज के लिए आपको हर चीज की अवेयरनेस होती है. विपासना मेडिटेशन इज नॉट अबाउट जस्ट वन ऑब्जेक्ट, बट about getting passive awareness and observe your own bodily sensation, your thoughts and everything that is going on in your head. You're getting aware about it. Then it also treats depression, then helps patient to get like better process stimuli better. So anything that comes in your environment doesn't mean it came to harm you, or it doesn't mean that it is always there to please you, or it is always there to threaten you, but you should actually take stimuli in a better manner. You should understand that stimuli is not coming from the perspective of just harming you. So you should come down, you should understand why is it coming, from where is it coming, how do I deal with it. So everything of that sort should happen. Then it also prevent biases in processing of these stimuli. So now you should think that, oh, it is coming from my enemy, it must be bad. What if it's the news about COVID-19 vaccine that was good for you? So that is when you need to realize and you need to understand the fact that yes, this is how I should process the information. I should first think about it, I should take it in, I should realize where am I wrong, where am I right, and then process it and then respond. Then we come to ethics of psychotherapy. The word is very small, but it is very important. So first of all, informed consent needs to be taken. You need to get the informed consent signed by your participant that this is what I am signing into. I am going to a therapy to for this person, and then this person is going to treat me and I am informed about it. So you sign, the client sign that consent. Then confidentiality, anything that your client is saying, for that matter anything, remains in that room, in your notes, but not even going to your own interns. Okay, so the confidentiality of the situation should be such that the things that you're taking in from the client should remain with you. It cannot go out for any perspective. There are exceptions. For example, you're taking criminal record. So if somebody is giving out certain emotion, certain expression of the next plan about their fight or about their killing or about their crime that they're about to do, so that is when you can actually indulge into the whole process and tell the police or the in charge or the vakil or anybody that this is the plan of this person and they might harm this particular person and this is what they have revealed, but not in all the situations. So I have already told you exceptions are only there. Then goal of a therapy should always be कि personal distress कम हो जाए. Integrity of the practitioner, like in a client relationship, you should have integrity, like you should respect the boundaries, you should respect human rights and dignity, you should have the professional competence, skills and are essential. If you have not done psychology, if you're not done counseling psychology, you have not done clinical psychology, you have not done masters, you're not eligible for even taking a counseling session. Keep in this keep this very clear that in the bachelor's ka first year you're not ready to do counseling, you're not ready to do anything, you're not ready to do practice, you're not ready to do anything unethical. Okay, so please be a very what do we call it, highly dignified counselor after getting your all the degrees and after getting all your qualifications done. Then on the last topic of the day and the chapter is rehabilitation of mentally ill. Do you think mentally ill हमेशा mentally ill रहेगा? And if they cure, what are they going to do? Rehabilitation is for that purpose, that this individual, how are they going to survive in the world now? So there are, like, when there are reduction of symptoms and when they are improving on the level of functioning and quality of life, like जो भी symptoms थे for OC के हो, stress के हो, depression के हो, अगर reduce हो गए हैं and वो अब अपनी functioning और quality of life को इंक्रीज कर पा रहे हैं, तो इन दिस केस हम क्या करते हैं, हम रिहैबिलिटेशन शुरू करते हैं, जिसमें हम क्या करते हैं, उनको सेल्फ सफिशिएंट बनने की कोशिश कराते हैं. एंड वी ऑल्सो एम्पावर द पेशेंट टू बिकम अ प्रोडक्टिव मेंबर ऑफ द सोसाइटी. बोलने में आसान है बट कैसे बनाएंगे, ऐसे बनाएंगे. पेशेंट्स आर गिवन ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपी, जैसे कि बेसिक कैंडल मेकिंग, पेपर बैग मेकिंग, वीविंग और ये जितने भी हमारे हैंडक्राफ्ट्स होते हैं, ये सब चीजें उन्हें सिखाओ ताकि वो इनसे कमा पाए, ऑक्यूपेशन कर पाए, मतलब कुछ कमा के अपनी लाइफ में कुछ कर पाए उनसे. सो दैट इज हाउ इट इज डन. देन सोशल स्किल ट्रेनिंग. सो सोशल स्किल ट्रेनिंग इज बेसिकली इंटरपर्सनल ट्रेनिंग की रोल प्ले, इमिटेशन, इंस्ट्रक्शन से उनको ये समझाओ कि अब आगे जाके किसी से बात कैसे करनी है. इस सेटअप में जहाँ वो आपके पास में पूरा टाइम सिर्फ ट्रीटमेंट के लिए भर्ती थे या फिर रजिस्टर्ड थे, तो अब उनको नहीं पता कि हाउ टू डील विद द वर्ल्ड आउटसाइड. सो टीच देम, tell them, do a role playing that I am your boss and you're my employee, now talk to me, you should speak this, if they're saying something wrong, correct them, help them and instruct them and imitate them, like इस तरीके से आपको बात करनी है. And then cognitive retraining is given and to improve the basic cognitive function. For example, now the person does not actually functions very well cognitively, they do not have that much attention power, that much concentration power, that much what do we call it, that much mindset of like clear goals and everything in their head. So give them cognitive retraining कि ऐसे आपको ये चीज याद रखनी है, इस तरीके से you should remember your name, your address, your pin code, your Aadhaar card number or something of that sort. So these things must be taken into account. Then vocational therapy. So vocational therapy is gain skills necessary to undertake for productive employment. See, you have learned occupation, you know how to make a candle, how you know how to make a paper bag, you know weaving and everything, but vocational training is basically the skills of marketing and the skills of actually doing the job. So with that we are done with our chapter 5. Congratulations to all of us. With that I am saying goodbye to you. Have a good day, have a nice day, have a good evening and everything that you have. Okay, goodbye.